We're facing an urgent crisis, one which threatens our very existence, the climate catastrophe.
The Earth. It is undergoing a period which is being described as an intense techno-scientific transformation. If no immediate solution is found for this major issue, the continuation of our existence on this planet will cease to exist. Humans will be reduced to our most primitive and survival instincts, releasing our meanest forms of expressions and relationships. Others will lose all asperity, and tourism will become redundant journeys to areas of nothingness. Most of all, political groups are aware but blind to the implications of all these issues. Architecture and industry has always been at the crossroads intersection with climate change for several decades, but political figures within our societies have elevated themselves into a social modern-day panopticon, blatantly denying and ignoring the obvious issues surrounding them. Society today, it is more interconnected than it ever has been before. With our world's current existential crisis, the war on climate change has been bifurcated into a multitude of professions across the globe. The use of energy in our buildings today is unfortunately not the only source of carbon within our atmosphere. Transportation and manufacturing sectors use between 10 to 20% of our total energy consumption. As we have reached the pinnacle of a building and modernization period, the vast majority of what will be standing in our cities by 2050 will have been constructed by our population today. Our current vision for improving our living standards is to implement a sustainable and innovative design and construction practice that eliminates the need of a social norm for heavy energy consumption while identifying natural and renewable sources of heat within our modern cities. If society integrates a plan for reclaiming materials found from the earth that withhold heat naturally, we can reduce the need for pollution that comes tied to manufacturing and production and essentially mitigate the outcome of a high-usage structure. This long conceptualized idea, investing, developing, and utilizing clean, green energy over the last few decades, is seamlessly creating autonomy within an architect's role in the design process and benefiting its users while fulfilling a substantial and positive role within our environment.
What each one of us does in the next few years will determine what happens in the next few thousand